Speero have been producing top quality products for years now. I still have some of the original stuff they sent me in my armoury that comes to me most sessions. So you may have seen them knocking around here and there, and even the boots I normally wear, not today, it's nice and sunny for a change, but the boots that I wear from Speero have done me, I think 3 or 4 seasons now, and they're still going strong. So if they do ever eventually die on me, they'll be what I get to replace them. But before we jump into the latest edition from them, or latest offerings from them, please do just take a few seconds to subscribe to us and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future uploads. Now the main item I'm going to show you today is the Compact Rod Sling, which is holding all of this stuff together. Now I have shown you these guys before, which are the top and tails and elasticated top and tails with the reel pouch. There's also a net floater now. I'll talk about them briefly as we go through, but the quiver itself, or the rod sling is actually called, it's basically a micro quiver because it doesn't have the hood, but it shares a lot of the same characteristics as some of their bigger versions, the bigger brothers, the quivers, but this is named a rod sling. So if I grab this to start with, as you can see, it's holding all my kit nice and snug together. I've got 4 rods on here. I spin it round onto the back. I've got a retaining sling. I've got my distance sticks in there. I've also got a net in here. There's several other little pockets here for bank sticks or poles, whatever you want to put in there. There's one on this side and that side. And then if you spin it back around here, where we've got all the rods, that's where the main compartment is to put your rods in. So if we break it down on how it's actually used, you can unclip this little strap here, which is one of the handles as well, which makes it really easy to carry it around. So if you're loading that in and out the car, that's one thing to note. You can shove it in like that, carry it around nice and easy. You've got a really comfortable handles on each end. This is a padded big handle, and this one's more of a rubberized plasticky, well, it's rubber because it's flexible, but that sort of rubbery plastic feeling. But all the joints as well, where this is met, is just stitched to high heaven. That's one thing that all of the items we've ever reviewed from Speero really shines through, is the materials. This is 600D Cordura, and all the stitching is sort of military spec. All the zips, if you've got them on there, not that this one has any zips, things like that are really high grade, same as the nylon clips that we've got on them. So we've got these on the reel pouches, but also on the quiver itself. But that's one way you can carry it around. You've also got a adjustable padded shoulder strap, so it's really comfortable. It'll fit any different body shape, it says on the website. Basically, if you're getting a bit podgy like me, you can loosen it off, or if you're a bit skinnier, you can tighten it up. And it really is nice and comfortable on the across your chest. Because it's a really large padded section, it doesn't mean that it digs in one point and pads somewhere else. You can make sure it pads from the shoulder all the way around your chest. And walking around with this morning, carrying it down to the swim, you can see just how easy it was to maneuver around with it still on, and it didn't dig in anywhere. So it's really nice and comfortable. And it's not exactly light because, as I said, I've got 4 rods on here, a sling, a mat, and other bits and bobs. So it holds everything you need. And I've just noticed another handle in here as well. So another really heavy duty stitched material handle. So wherever you want to grab this not quiver rod sling from, you can grab it easily anywhere, and know that all of the handles you're grabbing are going to be heavy duty and not break down. Now let's actually take this stuff apart. Let's loosen this off and lighten it down. Undo this clip, that's where I've got the retaining sling, and underneath here you'll see there's a big pouch where that will sit into. Now there's a big pouch on either side. This one is for your retaining slings like this, maybe some wet nets and things, because on the inside of this pocket here, it's that white clean stink bag type material, and at the bottom there was a hole, and it's not just a hole that's been cut into the material, it's actually then added a metal O-ring, so it's not going to break down and split open over time. That's still hard wearing. You can take all the abuse of chucking things in and out of there, but if you put something wet in there, it will drain out down through the bottom. And there's another little clip here. Open that up, and I've just put my distance sticks in there at the moment, but you could easily put bank sticks or buzzer bars and things like that in there, and that's what some of these little pockets on the outside would be good for as well, if you wanted to put things like that in there. Close that back up. We go to the center of the quiver, not quiver, keep saying that, rod sling. We've got a net holder, or you can put a little brolly in there maybe for day sessions, but easily fit that in there. There's also another item in here right down the bottom, which is another item from Speero. This is actually a little sort of a micro ground sheet. So if you don't want to take a full ground sheet, this is one that you just put around in front of your feet. So it shows how much room those 2 items are in there, and there's still stacks of room if you wanted to put more in there. Flip it around, and now we're on to all of the rods. Now these are held in position in lots of different ways because everything here works in conjunction with each other. So to start with, you've just got a really big open pocket, same to the other side. It's got a little drain hole in the bottom, white clean stuff on the inside. So if you put in really grubby butts of rods in there, doesn't matter, you can wash it clean easily later on. And it also means that you can put some really chunky items in there, and it's not like you're squeezing your rod butts in there and they're getting clunked around. So nice, there's a big open pocket there. As you come up, you've then got the reel pouches, which, as I said, these are the top and tail reel pouches, elasticated, fully adjustable. I've actually got one of the older ones here, which didn't used to have the adjustability on how much sort of elastic you use. The latest versions they've sent me are now adjustable, which is really nice, but they still share the same similarities in that they've got the adjustable nylon clips, which as you can undo them, you can adjust the tension on these, and they've also got these little Velcro tabs, which means that when you've got the tabs that you want to neaten up, you roll them down and stick them together with the Velcro, just keeping everything nice and tidy. So unclip that, as you see, all the rods then flop about. So that really does add quite a bit of rigidity to the whole setup when you have them clipped together. They're then held in place by Velcro tabs. Undo that. And lastly, this buckle up here, undo that, which is one of the handles, is the last thing to release them. Take one out, and it's as easy as that. Now I've undone all of them from the nylon tabs. Take your rods out, simple as that. Leave some of these on if you want, and I'll just show you whilst taking everything out how small this rod sling actually is when everything is out. So for something that packs down as small as this, I've still got the distance sticks in there at the moment, but for something this lightweight and packs away really small, if you don't want to use that at any point, or tuck it away in whilst you're on your session, for something this small, with the fact that it's brought 4 rods with me, a net, easily take a couple of nets, maybe a couple of slings, a little brolly could fit in there as well, and your distance sticks and whatnot. I think that's really impressive. And now I've got it in my hand like this, I can show you on the inside of where I pulled the net out from, but where you can put a brolly as well. Again, you've got the white clean interior, and at the bottom I can show you a bit clearer there, the 2 little O holes where the water can drain out from if you're putting wet slings in or whatnot. You can also see side on profile now the size difference of the pockets. So this side is where the rods would go, slightly shallower pocket where you put the butts of the rods in, and this side slightly deeper, that's where I put my sling and attached it to the side like that. So very, very versatile little bit of kit. I think you'll agree, for something so small to be able to take as much as it does, it's quite impressive. So if you're looking for something lightweight but versatile, then do take a look at this new Speero rod sling, not quiver. And one of the best things about all this is it's not expensive either, $39.95, and this is yours. And I know I bang on about the quality in every video I do about Speero, but it really is true. If you ever look at my stuff and the stuff I've still got, it still looks maybe a bit grubbier, but still looks as good a quality as this brand new item in my hand right now. So if you want to spend 40 quid on something that's going to last a long time, look no further than this. For more information on this or some of the other items you've seen in this video, please do make sure you check out their website. A link will be in the description below. But that's it from me for now. So cheers for watching. Please like the video if you did. It really does help us. And I'll see you in the next one.